Hey everyone, welcome to day 4 of our volume income training. I'm so excited today. Today we're going to talk about team cycle bonus. So we're going to talk about what's the levels of team cycle, so what are the different commissions that you can cycle at, and the flush and rollover. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer video today. It's a lot of information, but I think it's really great information. I think this is really going to get you guys to start thinking about your team cycles and how it's working for you now, what you can be doing differently in order to get to where you want to be. So team cycle bonus. So you get paid weekly team cycle bonus if you're a qualified Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, or Star Diamond coach. So each week, Beachbody, up to 35% of the total company bonus volume is set aside for team cycle bonuses within the company. So as an active and qualified Emerald or higher coach, your Coach Business Center will start accumulating and banking team volume. And we talked before about team volume, so I know Alex did a video earlier this week that talked about it's generated by the sales of the coaches in your left and right legs of your entire downline and organization. So regardless of depth of where they are. So when the accumulated team volume totals 300 TV, which stands for team volume, with a minimum of 1/3 of the TV, so 100 TV on one leg and 2/3 of the TV, 200 TV on the other leg, that's one cycle. Yeah! So when you think about where your volume is right now and what the levels are, so if your low leg, if your weak leg is only getting to 100, 200, so you really only have the ability at that point, most likely, to cycle twice, if that makes sense. And again, I'm gonna give you an example to better understand this, but one cycle, again, is 200 TV on one leg, 100 on the other leg. And it doesn't matter, I think a lot of coaches are confused by this in the beginning, it doesn't matter if the 200 is on your strong leg. It's very common for the higher amount to be on your strong leg, but it can be on your weak leg. You can cycle either way, so keep that in mind as well. But again, most people, their strong leg is going to be stronger, especially in the beginning when they're getting started. So that 300 TV is used for the cycle and be deducted from the appropriate left and right volume totals. The remaining volume will carry over to be applied down towards your next cycle. So as long as you have sufficient TV, you'll cycle up to a maximum of 96 cycles per day, which sounds like a lot, but it's absolutely possible when you start really duplicating your business and getting a lot of people on board and gaining that volume. So your team volume will remain in your Coach Business Center, your CBC, as long as you maintain your active status and until it is either applied to a cycle or subjected to a master cycle flush. So every 5,000 lifetime cycles, a master cycle occurs, a minimum of 5,000 TV in the strong leg, your leg with the most volume. Again, so it doesn't have to be your strong leg, but it's very likely it would be your strong leg. And all of that volume in the weak leg is carried over to the next cycle, which may occur in the same day. But again, once you've hit that 5,000 lifetime cycles, there's a flush that happens and you start over, which really doesn't usually affect people's businesses that big because you're usually at that point you're making such a good amount of money that, yeah, it's painful a bit, but it's okay. And you build it up again so quickly, so it's really like it never happened. And I'm also going to mention in the page 2 where you can go to find this information because I don't have the ability right now to actually log into my system and share my screen page with you. My computer's been acting a little funny, but I will, maybe we can do something later in order to show you guys that, or like I said, I'll definitely tell you how to look at this information as well, but I think it would be helpful to show you, so we'll figure that out. Team cycle bonus example I'm going to share on the page as well, so it's just going to show you both legs and show you how on one leg there's got to show a volume of 540 TV, and on the strong leg, and then on the weak leg it's going to show 200 TV, just to give you a visualization of everything that I'm talking about. So as far as cycle value, so this is when it gets exciting and you really start thinking about how you can cycle. So as an Emerald coach, for every cycle, so every 200 to 100, one cycle in your business, you gain $14 per cycle, which again doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it adds up quick, and it adds up a lot quicker the higher you go in rank. So Ruby coach, you earn $16 per cycle. Diamond and Star Diamond coaches earn $18 per cycle. And again, although this is a $2 kind of difference between these different ranks, we're going to do an exercise today that's going to show you the difference of the amount of money that you can make by being at the highest rank possible, which is Diamond and Star Diamond. So it's really exciting, and that gives you, a clearer vision and incentive in order to understand how rank is important when you're growing for income. It does align with growing for income. I think you have to, in your mind, have a clear idea. Am I growing for rank or am I growing for income? And it needs to be defined, but they kind of do play together. So that's something to just keep in mind and keep aware of. So potential weekly earnings, team cycle bonus per week. So potential earnings from team cycle bonus value have been set at each rank level within the Team Beachbody compensation plan. So there's a chart that explains this as well, which I'm going to share with you guys, but basically it shows the amount of money you can make until you cap out, which is a subject that we're actually going to talk about a bit more in a few days. But yeah, so, and this is why, again, why rank is important when it comes to team cycle bonus, because Beachbody has not restrictions, but yeah, I mean, qualifications for, if you're at this rank, you have the ability to make this amount of money, and if not, and if you cap out at that, then you need to increase your rank in order to make more commissions every week. So it's just their way of kind of organizing it and making it so not everyone can be making an insane amount of money too quickly, because the company has to, just be able to function and survive. So it's good to understand that in order to understand, okay, like if I want to be making this much a week, I have to help my team in order to become a 5-star diamond, so I'm able to cycle at that level. And again, we'll get into this more later on this week. So yeah, so that's really like sums up team cycle bonus. Like I said, I'm going to share a few things with you that's going to make sense. All of this information is also lives in the Beachbody Coach Policies and Procedures document starting on page 33. So if you have that document, I can share that in the page as well. It will be good for you guys to get familiar with that document in order to understand Beachbody's rules and regulations, and to understand the compensation plan completely and be able to help your team. And like I said, I'm excited about today. I'm excited about the homework that I'm going to be giving you, because it's really going to start getting you thinking about your volume and how to build for income and for your personal goals. So be sure to fill in a Google accountability doc today with the questions, answering the questions that I give you. And check it regularly, because Alex and I were talking yesterday, and we're going to start commenting on the homework that you've done. So we want it to be interactive. We want you to feel like you guys can ask us questions, and that we're helping you by providing feedback on, the information that you're giving us. So, ask questions on the page too. Post questions on this video today if you have some questions about it. And make it a great day, guys. I'm so excited for you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.